welcome. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and good night. We are here at the Probably TMI Podcast
studio. I was literally about to say studios.
The studio in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Chicago.
Hitting the big time.
Chicago O'Hare.
Mm-hmm. National Airport.
Yeah. That's where our studio's at.
We're at the underground secret tunnel.
Yes. Like Disney World.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have his severed head in the studio.
Freezer. It's just chilling on the table over there, actually. Stinking.
Yeah, he gives us inspiration.
Keeps us warm.
He gives us inspiration.
It's like a nightlight.
Oh yeah, like he glows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, it's me, Charlotte.
It's me, Shelby.
And it's me, Madison.
And we are... if you watched our last episode, you already know this is a pre-recorded episode. Our lovely Shelby is in a different state currently
right now
as you're watching this.
Wow.
We're really upset and crying.
Let's cry while we're here.
Wow. Oh God.
Yeah.
We're in the same clothes as last week. Hope you don't mind.
Yep. We just wear the same clothes now.
We had a snack. We're ready for up to.
Yeah.
of the day.
we were having a 2 film day to have some locked in the vault. So yeah, round 2, here we go. And we have
some Christmas ham.
We had Christmas ham. And Matt's had pickles and tomatoes. And I had
call it a charcuterie board.
Yeah. Charcuterie.
And Charlotte had ramen.
For sure. Spicy ramen dudes. It's been quite a fun year, and we have just been really reflecting on the new year to come and the past year mainly, and we wanted to just kind of discuss the different eras that we've had through the year, because it's just we went through our camera rolls, and you know, it's just kind of interesting how so much can change in
like what your fixations are throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen it all over TikTok. They're like, oh, I'm in my soft girl era. I'm in my reading era. So I thought
we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like kind of funny too to go through your camera roll, and you definitely do see like your era that you were in.
Yeah, it like
at the
takes
time.
you back to like, okay, what was I obsessed with at that moment?
Yeah,
right.
100%.
What was I doing every day?
So we're just gonna basically go through the past year and kind of like discuss what era we were in, if we're still in that same era, how long it lasted, I guess.
Well, let's get one thing straight.
Okay.
We will always be in hot girl era. Okay, all 3 of us.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
Just so you know, we're constantly in hot girl era.
Since the
hot girl.
That doesn't go away. So just because we don't mention that doesn't mean that we're not in our hot girl era. So
just to clarify.
Yep.
2022 eras.
Yeah. Maybe we can like kind of like, I guess, predict our eras for the next year.
Yeah, that'd be
should we
good.
like predict which era each of us is gonna have at least one?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyone stick out to anybody?
Let me think. I'm gonna say one of your eras will be, because we haven't like really told each other all of ours.
Yeah.
Maz's gonna be stressed overload teacher intern era.
Well, intern no more.
Well, it's because it was an era.
Oh,
You're not in that era.
Are we talking about the past year?
I thought you were talking about the new year.
No, past year.
Oh yeah.
Like what I think.
Yeah.
I think
that was an era for you.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
Oh, nailed
it's
it.
This one right there.
Okay, guessed it. And I think one of Charlotte's will be, like quarter life crisis. What does my new job look like? Era.
Oh yeah, that was an era, but I didn't include it.
But I was right. Okay.
But yeah, definitely an era for sure.
Yeah, that's
and
my guesses.
My guess for you would be K-pop era, which I already said, but
that's been an era since 2017. So I'm still in that era. But yeah. That is one of mine.
It is your current era. Always.
It's always, I'm just K-pop.
Mine's like for you, like graduated college era, time to move and start a new life era.
Yeah, I mean, I'm living in that era. Yeah.
Okay.
What about your guys for each other?
Oh,
Mads for Charlotte. What do you think one of her eras has been?
Photography era.
True.
Because you started your business.
That is era.
Oh, businesswoman era, entrepreneurship era.
Entrepreneur era.
Yeah.
Era.
And
what about Charlotte's for Mads?
Maybe like fitness era, because we all had a fitness era.
Oh my god, it's so true.
That one was pretty early in the year.
Yeah.
We did have
one and
era.
only fitness era.
All right, so let's start naming some of the eras that we have collected throughout the year. This past year, 2022. Let's go over our eras. Starting with, who wants to go? We can go in like a line.
Yeah, we can just...
I mean, so I started with January through March because that was all just a days, really.
Looks into the sky. Such a day.
It was all just a blend together.
Yeah.
But that was my lonely single girl era, mixed with my fitness girl era because Skylar left me and was in the Navy boot camp for those months.
Yeah.
And it was really sad and lonely, but I literally was surviving off of you two, so.
Yeah.
You guys kept me alive and healthy.
We kept her busy and fed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For real, though. Because otherwise I would have literally just been stuck in a room with my dog.
So true.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we didn't like each other?
No, it would be hell.
That would have sucked, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. We spent a lot of good time then together.
Yeah. And then also I put like February. I don't know if I'm jumping too far ahead, but that was January through March.
I have 3 fixations of January, so it's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so then I also mentioned that February specifically from my camera roll was Bachelor Night era.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one.
Because we got together like once a week to watch Bachelor, and it was really awesome.
Yeah,
We'd go to the
fun.
gym, get some yummy food, and watch Bachelor. And it was memories that will last forever.
It was. That was good times for us. I wish we were doing the pod then. It would have been fun. We could talk about The Bachelor.
Yeah, that would have been like such a dynamic.
Maybe we can still do that.
We probably would have popped off by now if we did that.
Yeah, probably. For me, I don't really have like specific months, but in the beginning to like middle of the year, it was like my depressed girl era. I really like a lot of the photos I take, I look back and I'm not smiling. I just kind of did like the
Aww.
Yeah.
like the kind of
Pouty
like
girl.
pouty girl look.
Pouty girl era.
Pouty girl era. And I really didn't like talk to too many people or make a lot of plans. I just kind of like stuck to myself and like grinded, did school.
Yeah.
That whole like the first whole beginning part of this year is like a blur to me because all the same stuff. Like
Yeah.
work, school, and then do it all over again. So
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that lasted from probably January to like August, September.
Last month.
Yeah, until like last month. Yeah, it's been like that.
Take a shot every time we say era.
Yeah.
Oof.
Drinking show.
You'll be wasted.
Review.
For my January, February era was ice skating era. I started ice skating like...
Did you?
Yeah, like a lot. Like Vince and I would go at least like once a week.
What the heck?
It
I
kinda
want to be an
stopped by
ice
now.
skating era.
We like got obsessed with it and like wanted to go like every week.
What the
It just-
heck?
It just gets expensive, so we kind of stopped. But that
Oh my
so that
gosh.
was that era for that time. And then also I said the same thing was Bachelorette era / fitness era when we go to the gym.
Yeah.
Once a week and then come back home and we'd make a yummy dinner and watch The Bachelor.
It was a really good time.
That was a good time.
But like, wow, I'm jealous, and now I want to go into next year with the ice skating.
Yeah, it's
era.
fun. It's a
That
good
sounds
workout.
amazing.
Like a good
It's
core,
exhausting.
legs. Yeah.
Yeah, it works your whole body. Because you have to keep your balance.
Yeah.
I used to do it as a sport.
Me too.
Gosh, every
the
fucking
mall.
like
Me too.
every middle upper class bitch I know had an ice skating era as a kid. I never had that. Ask anyone. Ask any middle upper class baby.
Soccer
Nepotism baby.
What?
Nepotism babies. Like rich parents.
Yeah, we're rich.
era. So rich.
Ew.
As I sit here with no job.
Because we're all in debt.
Yeah.
So true. Debt era. Okay, so what's next?
Oh, let me see. April became my family girl era and the beginning of the photography era.
Okay.
I'm definitely still in the photography era, but
Still
it's
in it.
for sure my family girl era because like I just started spending a whole lot of time with my nephew and like just spending a lot more time with the fam. I don't know, made it more of a priority
That's
at
good.
that point in time.
That's a good era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice wholesome era.
Oh, so wholesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Family girl era.
That's about to be me. Can't wait. Well, now my next one isn't that fun because it's just gym era. That was like beginning. That lasted a long time for me. That was beginning of the year to like end of the year, and then I just stopped going. But we all went a lot in the beginning of this year, and then kind of like crumbled off because Charlotte had to work later in the beginning of the year, so we couldn't all go together. And then Mads was so busy, so I would solo gym a lot. But you know, I didn't have anybody to hold me accountable.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice when we
I'd
could
go
hold each
after
other
work.
accountable.
Yeah. So that was like beginning, middle of the year for me.
Still in February, is when I started my internship practicum teaching era, which just literally ended like last month. So constantly stressed, working 40 hours a week, unpaid, teaching little kids, stressed, lesson plans that were 12 pages long. Mm-hmm. We would literally like sit in the garage like hanging out, and like I'd be working on a lesson plan.
Remember she did do that once. Yeah.
Just once.
Okay. It was like once. Well, when it was garage party and you did your lesson plan, I remember one specific time. Yeah.
Yeah. Just constantly doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also working at Starbucks, like it was a lot, especially for like, I went in my program, it's like 3 different parts of your internship, which is like called a practicum 1, practicum 2, and then internship. So the first 2 practicums were only a couple days a week, so I was able to still work. Mm-hmm. But that's when my mental health was like really low, because I was so so tired, because I'd work a whole day teaching, and then I'd work a Starbucks shift, and God knows we all know how exhausting a Starbucks shift is, and then going the next day to teach, and then vice versa, 5 days a week, which was a lot. So I was really depressive espresso. So by the time I just ended my internship, it was full-time internship, so I couldn't work. So I was a lot more sane in my brain, but I did not get paid, which sucked. But my mental health was better. So that just ended. That was most of the year internship teacher era.
We were all struggling.
Yeah.
This last year. Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was a pretty intense year, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was February to literally November.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Made me miss quarantine a lot.
Yeah.
Not having shit to do. Like, damn.
Yeah. It went from nothing last year to like full force working.
I never had that like nothing to do quarantine era.
Oh, because you worked from home, right?
No, because I moved in the middle of quarantine, so I had to hustle and try and make it work.
Oh, true. I never like realized that would have been a struggle that you faced. Was like quarantine, like having to make money.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of like Postmates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got laid off.
This is
so
my
I was able to
Postmates
get
era.
unemployment for a little bit, but
yeah. Damn, I miss those days.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving on to May, which was apparently my vlogger girl era. I like thought that I was gonna be posting on YouTube a bunch.
You were into that shit. You were like, I'm gonna do this.
I made videos. I literally made videos I've never posted, and like I was like all into it, and yeah, I just never posted them because I wanted to like have like an archive of like a bunch of videos so I could start being consistent like we are with the podcast, and then I just never posted any of them and never did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me know if you want to see all my vlogs.
You need to upload them, because then it'd be something.
Yeah,
you can
it's just
look
one of
back
those
on.
things that when you do look back on it, you're like cringy, and then you're like, oh, do I really need to post this? I don't know.
Right.
So some people look at it, differently. Like archives. Like you're able to look back and be like, I remember that.
It's just one of those things that like I don't want. Like it's best to do it in the moment, post it, and then forget about it for me.
I did that a lot with my YouTube, especially when I did Vlogmas years ago.
So now, like going backtracking and looking at old ones, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to post this. This doesn't represent me now. I'm a changed woman.
That's why you grow and people can see you grown. That's when I view my YouTube, I feel like, oh, it's cool to watch those and see where I was at. I'm still supportive.
You could like put them on private.
Yeah,
so, like, the public doesn't see, but you can still see them.
I do have some on private.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah,
that's good.
So yeah, that was my May.
I remember that era for you. You were really. She was so in it.
I was trying to get Shelby to do it a bunch too.
She like was like, I'm gonna record a bunch and then I'm gonna edit it later, and she had like this whole plan, and like I remember you had a filming day.
I would hype up Shelby and be like, we're gonna be famous.
Yeah. I don't think I posted a video.
We're gonna be YouTubers.
Yeah, and we are. Look at us here on YouTube.
I know. So. I manifested it in some way.
True. My next era is graduation era, as you guessed.
So you're in July now?
I'm in July, early August, because that was like my birthday / my graduation. So I was really stressed for like a whole month. I was stressed about planning my birthday and graduation in like literally like a 2-week span.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something really grand because it was like graduation. I want to go on a trip, or I want to have like a really big party. But then I'm like, but my birthday is also like a week and a half before graduation. So what do I do?
Birth grad.
Yeah. And turned into birth grad, where I celebrated my brother and my graduation on the same day and just did my birthday as like a separate thing. And it was stressful. But,
And you're also, I mean, I could relate to you were waiting on some grades to go through too before graduation, I remember.
I was, yeah.
You weren't sure 100%. but it worked out.
Yeah, it was also my realizing I'm a smart girl era. Because I passed my statistical analysis and design class with like an A++.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the class I was really scared about taking, and I fucking nailed it. And I realized that I was good at something. So
That's good.
yeah, it was good. Graduation, smart girl, transition era.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Thank you.
I'm still on the beginning of the year. I've only gotten to February. But end of February to July, which is a pretty big chunk, was my travel girl era. I was lucky enough to take a couple trips this year, which was so much fun, or this past year, I guess, because now you're watching this in 2023. But in February, I went to Nashville, Tennessee with a group of friends to go to a Lightning game that was outside at an arena. It was really fun. And then March, I went to Detroit, Michigan for my boyfriend's birthday and his best friend's birthday as well. They're like 2 days apart, so that was a trip. And then May was Vince and I's anniversary, and we went to Cocoa Beach, and we went to NASA, because he's always wanted to go to NASA, and he's in his own little NASA era. And then in July, we took a Florida trip to the Keys.
You did travel a lot.
We traveled a lot in like the middle of the year, which was like so much fun. It really traveling is like my favorite thing ever, even though your girl doesn't have the funds for it. But I feel like as I get older, I really want to appreciate like traveling more, because I feel like you don't get those kind of memories back. I feel like it's so worth it to spend your money on traveling, because in those 4 months, I made so many memories, and it was so much fun.
Yeah,
I took so many pictures, and I just. I'll remember that.
Well, don't forget September being Nico and Stasha's Georgia.
Well, yeah, I hadn't gone there. I'm going to July. But yes, that was another trip that we did take.
Yeah.
So this whole year was travel girl era.
Yeah, travel girl era. Definitely during the summer. Take a little break because we started school again, and then we did go to Savannah, Georgia, which was another travel girl era part of it.
And she was supposed to go to Michigan again for Thanksgiving, but it didn't work out. Yeah, didn't work out. Yeah, you were a travel girl this year.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite thing. I'm very grateful to be able to do that, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Was that it for that era?
That's it for my era. Going to July, yeah.
June for me was my bowler era.
Oh my god.
Because Skylar got really into bowling. Skylar's always been into bowling, but like I never was into bowling.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I kind of like I think I would always bowl, but I never understood how the score worked and everything. Because you can kind of like strategize in a way of like how to get the most points and everything.
Yeah.
So then like I started like caring and like actually trying to like get a lot of points, and then like I got really good, and then we were like, oh, we need to go bowling like all the time.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
And
just like it's crusty.
That was my bowler girl era.
And that's gone now.
Yeah, we haven't gone in a really long time.
Skylar gets in these ways where
fixated.
he gets fixated on something.
He has eras for sure.
Oh my god, like at least 3 a month. And then he'll like be super duper like dedicated and all about something, and then he'll talk like he knows all about it, and then like a week will go by and he's like,
he's over it.
He's always been like that.
Skylar.
Classic. Yep.
Those were fun though, like when we go bowling all together. Those were fun nights, for sure. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I like bowling, but I'm like not good, and I get bored.
Yeah, see, that's how I felt until I like started caring, and then I got really competitive about it, and I was like, I actually got kind of good, and then I liked it.
Right.
I liked it.
I think I like beat Skylar in a couple games that we played.
Yeah,
like that's how like into
you have to humble him a little bit.
I did. I really did.
Calm him down.
We went to like a different. I think we went to a different like Lane's place, and he was like, "Oh, the balls here are different," or like, "Oh, it feels different," like some like blaming it. I'm like, I'm doing amazing. Just let me have this, dude.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Yeah, that was a June
era. My next one since July, August. My next one is in June as well. It was my stuck in the airport era. That was a really big era for me, even though it was only the span of like 4 days. But that like pretty much
never forget it.
That changed my thinking pattern for the rest of my life. June being stuck in an airport changed my life. Like actually changed my life. And I went through so much trauma and stress.
The drama.
3 days.
Seriously, I thought I was like a fortitude of like peace. You know what I mean? I thought I could handle anything, and then when you get smacked in the face with like different, like really like you can't help yourself situations, it starts to impact you without you really noticing. Yeah. So I would just like be in the airport like okay, it is what it is. Because I'm pretty good at like rationalizing a situation and just like relaxing. Yeah. But it got to a point where I was so sleep deprived that my whole body was vibrating. And you just like kind of slowly, like you start insane. Slowly going insane without realizing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, being stuck in an airport was probably like one of the most unfortunate things that's happened in my life.
Life really tried you at that point.
It did. I try to stay positive. I have a full vlog on my YouTube about it, about the roller coaster of emotions I went through.
If you want to see Shelby cry, go over to her YouTube.
I did cry in that one, just barely. Just the beginning of a cry. Yeah, it was great. So that was an era.
What a time that was.
I loved it.
Well, you got back to $12.
Yep, here I am.
Here she is.
I missed some work days though, you know. You get what you can get.
Take those PTO days, baby.
Oh boy, did I.
So in July, I had COVID girl era.
COVID.
So I had COVID for the second time, so had a little quarantine moment there. But July, right after Shelby's birthday going into August, is when we started the podcast. So that started our podcast era. I'm just saying our because it's our little baby, all of our podcast era. Mm-hmm. And then also continuing in August,
our little baby,
was Savannah era, so like wedding era, because one of our best friends is getting married. So we've been lucky to be included in a lot of fun stuff for that. Shelby and I going out to Ybor the bar and dancing on the bar era.
Yeah.
That was a one night thing, but I just wanted to include that because I would have never ever done that before.
We danced on the bar.
And Shelby, she made me push my limits and I went up on the bar and it was the best time ever.
It was fun.
It was fun. Stepped out of my comfort zone era. Yeah, so that's my like July, August era, like the end of summer going into fall.
Fall time. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Good era.
It was party girl era.
July was my travel girl era.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I went to Colorado. Went to Aspen, Colorado. Yes. And then we drove quite a way. I don't even remember everything that we did, but it was just...
Was that when you drove to California?
We didn't drive to California. I think we just drove like a few hours in Colorado to get to the airport.
Oh, right. And then you went to...
And then we flew to California. So it was like quite a big...
That's a big trip. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still like, that took a real dent in my credit card.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my travel girl era. That's all the traveling I did this year, which
That's
unfortunately.
Aspen was gorgeous, by the way. It was
gosh,
beautiful.
That's definitely like on my bucket list to go to Colorado.
Like Aspen was utopia. Like it was actually the weirdest, like most
serene place.
I don't even know how to describe it other than like it was utopia. Like everyone was happy. Mm-hmm. There was like dogs off leash all over, just like the most well-behaved dogs, and like kids all over the place just playing and laughing and like happy. No kids like were even crying or anything. Like when does that happen?
Like playing with Legos outside.
Just like everyone's outside, like just like roaming around in this giant like what was it? It was like a field, but it was like a football field. So like people are like playing all these sports and like this is all just happening in the same area.
It's just so like
it's so weird.
It's like scary movie vibe.
It kind of Like I mean like people like Jeff Bezos have houses there.
Yeah.
So it's like that rich type of people, and I don't even know. Everyone would just like. But yeah, everyone there is like very active because it's Colorado and it's like lots of things to do, hiking, sports, and like all this stuff and. Yeah, just really, it was just like so beautiful. And it was like also felt weird because it was like all this like good energy from people. You can like marijuana's legal, so Skylar's just like, we're literally just sitting there smoking, just like watching all of these people going on. And not only that, but like right there, it's just like a giant mountain.
Yeah,
and it's just
crazy.
like, so yeah, it was just a very
enjoying life era.
Surreal feeling.
That's awesome.
Good place. Really, really nice place.
Yeah, to just like reset.
Yeah, very expensive to go there, but I highly recommend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go sometime in the future.
It looked nice.
For sure.
That picture of you like in the field.
Running through the
little
flowers. Things.
Yeah, that was cute.
A little prairie girl. It's like it's like from The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
A scene from that.
That's me.
Main character.
Main character energy era.
That was my main character era.
What month are we in now?
That was her
July.
I just did July.
We're kind of all over the place.
It's okay.
I have like March through May and then
just go on your own timeline.
Okay. My next era
September's good if you want.
March, May, even though that's in the beginning of the year, but whatever. That was like my Bo Bichette era, my like baseball obsession.
Yeah, go
like,
to games by herself.
I went to like a game by myself, like best seats I could find just to be close to Bo Bichette. Still in that era, still love him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like my Jungkook era from BTS, but that's still a thing too.
Yeah,
obsessed.
Her
Just
boy
like
crazy era.
yeah, just like my hyperfixation with people that I'll never like meet. You know what I mean? Like. I'm just
fangirl era.
I'm in my fangirl era, like my Brittany Broski new obsession every week.
Yeah, except with her, she actually gets to meet all the people.
Oh, we
yeah,
will
it's
too
so
one day.
stupid. That's the one thing I don't like about
it's like,
Brittany.
I love Harry Styles!
And then
she gets to, like, be with him.
And
It's
then,
just like,
yeah.
that doesn't
And then I love Maddie Healy. And
meets Maddie Healy.
Yeah.
I think, like, one thing I don't like about Brittany, just to sidetrack, I feel like she does that because she knows she'll get the opportunity to meet them. If she has those,
she
like,
has that power.
Probably.
like Austin Butler she's obsessed with and then met him. Like, it's
I wouldn't
annoying.
want it to be, like, a fangirl, though. I would want them to like me and meet me and want to be my friend, like, for real. And if they knew I was a fangirl, then I feel like that's, like, ruins it.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to, like... I mean, I don't know, maybe some people do, but, like, I feel like if you come up and you're like, oh my god, I'm such a fan, then
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh, okay, like, you're below me in a sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would like to pretend, like, I would like to love you and be a fangirl, but not let you know it and let you think that, like, oh, like, we can just be normal people and you can like me or me and we can be besties.
Yeah.
She even said that in like in the Meghan Trainor podcast. She was like, when people meet me, like, it automatically makes me feel like above them because they like want this picture and fangirl. I don't like to be that way with other people because I want to feel like equals.
Yeah.
Oh, so she
knows.
agrees.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
so she's probably just like, I will never be their friend. I might as well just be a fangirl.
Well, she acknowledges the fact that like people are below her, that fan over her, and that part I didn't like.
I don't think that is how it actually is. But I think that's the feeling and the vibe that people get.
Yeah.
When they like have someone who's like screaming and freaking out and crying to meet someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a bit much.
I like, for me, I'd be like, damn, I'm just a person, you know? Like,
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like for these people who do have like big heads and like think they're all that.
yeah.
They probably love it and they're like peasants.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if half the famous people feel that way.
I've heard that. I saw someone recently on TikTok who was like, I just moved to California and like I'm going to these influencer parties and oh my god, people are the worst.
That blonde girl, I forget her name, she was talking about like influencers she met at this party, and they were all like, they only want to talk to you if you have a good following.
That's probably the exact thing that I'm talking
The blonde,
about.
yeah.
That is not.
Yeah. Ugh. But yeah,
We're so above them.
we're much better than them.
We really are.
If I met like Jungkook or BTS, I would be like freaking the fuck out. But internally, I would try not to be that like phone in your face.
Yeah, same. That's how I'd be with my people if I met them.
But you never know. In the moment, it might be completely
Yeah. if it's
Just
like,
cry.
if it's like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna see this person
uncontrollable
again.
tears.
That probably would be me.
Yeah.
What's your next one, Mads?
Going like from September until like towards the end of the year, September to current is hockey girl era. I try to go to hockey games as much as possible. I just really fell in love with the sport since meeting my boyfriend. But other than that boring era, basically, okay, let's see. So September, we went to Halloween Horror Nights. So that was like birthday, scary Halloween
That's a scary photo
era.
of me.
It's a cute photo of us.
No, great.
Great. What do you mean?
You guys look great. I look like Pennywise in that.
Fun though. It was a lot of fun.
It was
We
fun.
went to Orlando. So that was like birthday time, and I was also working full time starting September. That's when I started my full time internship. So I was like, I worked on my birthday, and so I tried to fit these times in the weekends and when we could to have fun. But so that was very busy, stressed, finishing my degree, birthday, extravaganza era, turned 24 era.
Yeah.
It was a busy time.
It was fun. When we went to Halloween Horror Nights, I'd never been, and it was like so much fun. Like now I want to go back every year that I can. Like it was so fun.
Definitely an annual thing.
Definitely. It was fun.
For sure.
Loved it.
Yeah, I have August through September as my party girl era. Not because I was really partying, but I feel like I was just like partying. Because like you said, like it was like a lot of birthdays, Halloween Horror Nights, like We were just doing lots of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Getting wild, having fun
Living our
together.
life.
A lot of events, a lot of pool parties here at my house
Yes.
Yeah.
in the summer.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, your birthday, my birthday, your birthday.
Yeah.
Because they're back, like, kind of
Yeah,
back
they
to back.
I think that also was a period, like the month that I had off with no work. So I think I was like, had a lot more free time to just have fun.
Yeah.
Damn, I want a no month work era too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Fuck.
Highly recommend.
I'll have like 10 days off coming soon, so it'll be fine.
Moving era.
My moving era coming soon. Yeah.
All the eras.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any more eras, Shelby?
I have one more era.
I have one more too.
I just have one more.
I think I have one more. Let me see. Yeah, I have one more.
Mine. Am I the next one on deck?
Yeah.
Oh, mine was getting into a new K-pop group because BTS went to the military, so they're not really doing as much. So Stray Kids, love them. I'm in my Stray Kids era. I have one of their albums already. I have a photo card in my phone. Big Stray Kids fan now and love them. And now that I'm obsessed with them. So, yep. I think that was like, when did I start liking them? September. Probably like October.
Shortly after BTS dismembered.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still, of course, going to be in my BTS phase.
Always.
Yeah, but I think it'd be Stray Kids. Yep.
And that's current, obviously, then to current.
Yeah, you never get rid of a BTS or like a K-pop group. Like,
Yeah.
they're always so special to you.
Yeah.
So I'll never leave that era. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Oh no, my battery's about to die.
Push through.
That's
This is my last era, I think. Is basically just this past month, like December. Graduated college. So educated woman, bachelor's degree woman era, and Vlogmas era.
Oh
God, yeah,
like
Vlogmas.
one era.
We just finished Vlogmas. I somehow was able to do it every single day without fail. But that was a lot of fun.
You
If
were
you guys
strong.
haven't checked that out. Well, mine were a lot more simpler than YouTube.
Yeah.
So they were a little bit easier to edit and post, but did that and then, like I said, graduated. So now I'm, getting ready for the next chapter, 2023.
Next chapter era.
Those are my eras.
Did you have your last one?
Yeah, my last era was like October to current, and that is nanny and photography era.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I'm just, busy bee, nannying my nephew and taking pics of people.
Hell yeah.
And
Those are
that's
good eras.
becoming my personality.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever does make you happy, you just have to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Yes,
exciting.
sir.
I'm excited to see like how our eras transform next year.
Seriously, I
Me
feel like
too.
we all had a very like different, diverse, like lots of stuff filled year. So I'm really excited. I mean, there's going to be so many changes coming to this next year. We touched brief on it last week of like what's going on, but
Yeah.
I feel like if we do this again next year, it's going to be totally different. I'm really excited to see where 2023 takes us all.
Me too. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
It'll
Yeah.
be very different for you, Shelby.
Yeah.
It will be very different. Yeah,
Me
this
too.
Stories you'll
Yeah.
tell.
You're gonna be a teacher,
Starting
so-
my career.
It's gonna be
It's going
crazy.
to be fun.
Oh my gosh, teacher stories are the best. They're so funny.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to share them.
And they're just absolutely wild. So I'm excited.
Should start
about
my own
that.
separate like teacher podcast.
Do you know?
Honestly, we have so much to talk about.
yeah, Lee McNasty on TikTok.
Sounds familiar.
He's the one who does. What are you up?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love him.
You should do those, like real stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so accurate.
The kids are crazy. I
He
love
kills
them.
it. Yeah. Should we move into our next segment?
Let's
real
do
quick?
it. You know what time it is.
Hi,
Rapid speed mode because we're low on battery.
Low on battery.
My turn?
Yes. Right?
No, it was my turn.
Oh, Shell's turn?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because she went before Vince. What's the last lie you told?
Oh my god.
What's your worst habit?
Ooh.
My worst habit. My worst habit. Oh fuck. I feel like I have a lot.
What's the first one that comes into your head?
Self-isolation, probably.
Wow, that's kind of deep.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I kind of just got into a habit of being alone a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like detrimental to me.
Well, I mean, in a positive way, it shows that how comfortable you are with being alone, which is really good for,
Yeah.
it's good for a person.
That's why I'm going to come out of my shell next year.
Yeah.
And my coming out of my shell era.
You're gonna push yourself. There you go. There you go. Literally, your shell. Get it? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're a shell.
My shell. I'm a shell.
Coming out of her shell.
Anybody have TMIs?
I have a TMI.
So Christmas Eve, Vince and I went out to the local downtown area where we usually see people that we know from high school, and Vince and I ran into my ex and Shelby's ex together. So,
Yep.
That's it.
I wasn't there, but
No.
they saw them, chatted with them, and it was really funny.
Yeah. So we're all going to the same wedding next weekend.
Yep.
So it was kind of like a little icebreaker, but that was a little uncomfy. But it's okay. That's it. That's it. This is what it is.
I just can't imagine that. I would probably like try and run first.
Yeah, it was too late. Like the eye contact was already
Yeah.
made, and luckily,
You make eye contact and just turn around.
yeah,
Just
Not
immediately
today.
it was fine. Luckily, like that was like one of the last stops of the night, so I'd already had a couple juices, so I was feeling fine. It wasn't weird.
It was an
It wasn't
okay
weird.
encounter.
We were fine, you know. But yeah, so that was something that I was not expecting this week.
That's funny.
Yeah,
And scary.
you loved it.
That's really
It's
great.
okay.
Yeah, if you like did that sober, that would be a whole different.
I'm so glad I was not. What you guys?
Do you have off the top of your head, Char?
Before the
She ready for
episode, I got some. I'm always spilling shit on me, and so I spilled my noodle sauce on
She was
me.
slurping her noodles so
I was just
good.
slurping my noodles. I got a
Slurping
white
it
shirt on.
good.
I should have known better. But Shelby came in hot with the spray. She sprayed me down.
I did.
She hosed
I
me
hosed her down.
And it's pretty much gone now. There's just a little like residue, but
No stains here.
To the rescue.
yeah. So I don't know how much else going on. So that's my TMI.
I think my TMI is when I'm at work, it gets really hot because like you wear warm clothes to work because it's been cold in the morning. So when I get there in the morning, I'm in layers.
Super cold.
By the middle of the day, I'm sweaty, and so I've had to like go to the bathroom a few times during my shift just to wipe my swamp ass.
You know, that's
And
some
carry
beef
on.
I actually have with stores.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you go somewhere like really cold, like New York, like where we're at.
Yeah.
Like
and
New
it's,
York, yeah.
And it's cold outside.
Make it so hot.
They make it so hot in the stores.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, I'm dressing in layers.
Yeah.
Like, you're making me have to get
Yeah.
like butt naked here in the store. It's like, what if I don't have a shirt on underneath?
Period.
You know, like
Oh
then
my
you
God,
just have to freaking suffer.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's so hot. It gets so hot.
like just make it room temperature.
Really. Or just open up the doors and let it be
Yeah,
freaking
just
cold.
don't be
We're all
stupid.
dressed for it.
Exactly.
Well, maybe not actually. When in like New York, it gets like really cold,
Yeah,
and
like
then
snow.
it's like a little bit too.
No,
much.
but that's really
you
I
can't leave the door
completely
open.
side with you on that. I hate when stores make it like 80 degrees in the store.
Yeah.
Because you're dressed for the weather.
Exactly.
They should understand that.
Yeah, but even the employees like will be like in coats and stuff, and I'm just like,
Aren't you hot?
Aren't you dying?
They are dying.
But you know what? They're probably naked underneath,
They are probably naked.
and then they have to
They
suffer.
have no choice. That's how I am because Starbucks will get so hot in the back because we're like running ovens all day, coffee
Yeah.
brewers and espresso machines.
Like
So-
that makes it hot on its own.
Oh yeah, so behind the bar you're steaming
It's
hot.
so hot.
But like when you go into work, of course, when you wake up at 5 in the morning, it's so cold and
Yeah.
you don't want that freshly woken.
Right.
So yeah, I wear long sleeves and like jeans, and I immediately like regret it an hour in. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So
So swamp ass.
swamp ass,
Lots
yeah.
of it.
I think that's been my TMI before.
I was gonna
too.
say, I think you've used that before, but I mean, hey,
You get swamp ass
Swamp
at
ass era.
Starbucks. I'm in my swamp ass area.
all year long.
Who's not in a swamp ass area? I mean, when you have a fat ass, like sweat accumulates.
No, I get it.
It's easy,
I
you
get
know?
it. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for this episode.
Last episode was Shelly Bob in the studio.
Aww,
We're gonna miss
so
you.
sad. Bye, guys.
See you later.
So I know what it feels like to be in my skin.
Do you
here
have any
right now.
like going away words that you want to share?
I want to bless this podcast and ask God take control of the podcast and look over us. Hopefully we have safe travels, and I hope that we can transition into this new season smoothly. And I hope you guys still stay around to watch us. And
Don't give up on us.
I will miss you guys.
We'll miss
Yeah,
you.
miss you too.
Aw.
Aw.
Sad.
See you this summer.
Aw. Yeah, but we'll be, obviously when we all visit, we'll be able to do some.
We'll do some vlogs and like we'll
in the studio.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
this isn't a goodbye. This is just a see you later.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
But anyway, thanks for watching this season with us.
Yes.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
When we began this, it's like, who wants to be like watch 3 just regular white girls talk? Because so many podcasts already
just
exist like that.
Bitch and complain.
Yeah, but like we said in the beginning, we love being negative. We love talking shit. And we love sharing too much information.
Yeah, it's our therapy.
It's our therapy. So, yeah.
Welcome to therapy.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching this season. It's been fun, and we hope to see you guys in season 2.
Yes.
And we love you guys.
Love you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And we'll see you guys in season 2 with a whole new look. Bye.
Bye. Love you.